Hey everyone, welcome to JM Unleashed. It's actually pretty windy today, so I don't know how much microphone feedback you're getting. If it's a whole lot, I may just mute myself and interact with you in the live chat. But yeah. So there's Kirby there in the middle, and I'm also dog sitting Mika and Anna. So here they are. There we go, and there's a lot of sun and glare right now. So it's actually really difficult for me to see my screen. But just so you know, if you see the white dog there, Kirby, he's got some fear and aggression issues. So it can take quite a while to integrate him with the other dogs. But fortunately, he knows Mika there. And this weekend is the first time that he met Anna, the black lab. So I just want to say hi to everybody in the chat here. Let's see. Oh, we got tons of people. Neil, Unica, Broke Fishing, Ms. D, Mike, Mr. Columbia. Who else did I miss? Hoot Owl, Bob Thompson, Nanya, American Girl. Thanks everybody for showing up. The dogs just went off camera, so let's see if we can. She's going. Mika. Nope, she's going up the stairs there now. But that's okay. She'll come back. Let's put this down. There's little Curb. Are you a good boy? Come over here. Good boy. So I actually picked up some of these squeak balls. Hey CCT. And anyone else that I may have missed. He really likes these things. I'm just going to let him sniff it, and there he goes. Hang out with it. He'll probably start squeaking it. No, he's just leaving it. That's okay. They will come back into... oh, there's Anna, so she's going to check it out now. Hey HVAC, how's it going? Just dog sitting this nice little dog, Kirby, and this little black lab, Benunu. Her name's Anna, but we call her Benunu. And I took them out for a good hour walk last night, for which they were very grateful. You should be able to see the leaves are really starting to come down now. In pretty mass quantity from these maples. So let's see if we can get Kirby chasing the ball a bit. Here, we'll try. Oh, and HVAC, so you see I'm using these 10-ounce silver bars to weigh down the camera to give it a bit of stability when it's sitting there. Yeah. So that's not bad. Let's see what we can use here. Anna. So the other problem I have is that Anna is actually deaf, or pretty close to deaf. Oh, you want the ball? She can still smell it though. Okay, well, let's. I'm gonna try again with Kirby here. Hold on. There we go. Come Kirby, he might. Maybe he's got stage fright. Come. It's funny. Kirby's got himself into problems with other dogs a few times, and because what I've got here is a fairly decently integrated pack. Um, he's a little bit off balance right now because he's used to getting his way, and most other dogs um, have a way of integrating themselves into a pack. He has a bit of a tough time, so right now he's actually just a little bit standoffish. In fact, he just laid down. So in a way, that's really good. Like if you guys watch or listen to Caesar Milan, Dog Whisperer, you'll know that what you want is calm, assertive energy. And so the fact that he's actually just laying down and relaxing right now is actually a good thing. Even though it's cute to see them run around and chase stuff, and we may still see that. But I'm not gonna wind him up too much unnecessarily, especially since Anna wasn't really going for it either. So I'm just gonna let them hang out and chill for now. And yeah, I like Caesar. There's a couple techniques that he uses um, that I don't use, but I would still say at least 95% of his content is just outstanding. So the little Pomeranian went back up the stairs there, but that's okay because this stream was originally just going to be about Kirby, and so we got the surprise that Anna's here with him. And they actually look quite content. See if we can get a better angle on them. Yeah, that's not a nice angle. That's probably better like that. So, like I mentioned earlier, I took them for a long, long walk last night um, while we had company over. And what that did was it helped reduce the amount of chaos with the family gathering, uh, especially when there's food involved. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's actually a little bit more tired than usual too, just because of that. Hey Sunshine, good to see you and everybody else in here that I missed. I'm gonna go grab. Actually, no. I was gonna say I was gonna grab that the Pomeranian and bring her down too, but if I go to do that, there's a good chance these two will follow me, and I don't want to throw off their nice calm energy right now. Yeah, the wind is definitely going pretty good. That's nice to see him just chilling out with Anna. And it's funny too. The thing is, they're going to hang out right with me. So where I'd rather have them kind of be out in the yard more, They're like, no, we're gonna hang out with JM. They're like, yeah, JM's pretty good. So for anyone that missed it, this is Kirby right here, and that's Anna. But Anna's got the nickname Banunu, which came from Anna Banana, and then we switched it to Banana, and then just Banunu. Hey Eddie, good to see you. Great to see everybody here. Thanks for stopping by. Now, one thing that could happen at any moment is squirrels that are living up in these trees have been frequenting this backyard. And so there's a chance that one or some of them may not realize and be alert to the fact that these dogs are here. And so there is a chance that they'll jump up and chase them. I'm just going to mute up for a second because I want to check one thing, and I'll be right back with you. So I would say there's a 90% chance that they are being on their best behavior because they're like, if we're really well behaved, JM is going to take us out on another nice adventure. And for anyone that doesn't know, pretty much every dog, um, but I'll just say most dogs, will benefit and love having at least one or two walks every day. And when I'm thinking walk, I'm thinking a minimum half an hour, usually between 30 and 60 minutes. But it depends on the breed, their health, their age, and obviously the weather. Hey Burns, I feel like I didn't say hi to you before, and Mr. Columbia. Welcome in everybody or anybody that I missed. So I did already get a couple of these squeak balls going, but neither of them really wanted to go for it. See if he does anything. Okay, so that's good. He's got it in his mouth now. If he starts squeaking on it, he might start playing with it. Good boy. Yeah, you can play with it. He's like, really? I can play with that? So now Anna here is about, I think she's 15 or 16 years old. So one of her favorite things to do is just rest and nap. Um, but she's a wonderful, wonderful dog. And I'm glad to see her getting along with Kirby so well. Good boy. Yeah. So the idea here is I don't want to get him too wound up with it. I want him to do it on his own because I don't want him to look at me as being a source of excitement, really. But basically, I'm just providing him the tools to go with it. I'll try again in a minute. Yeah, most dogs are going to be pretty high energy, uh, even through middle age, um, similar to people. It's really only once they get into their advanced years that you'll really notice them slowing down. Um, but yeah, absolutely. The first 2 years of a dog's life, you can definitely expect a lot of energy. Now, let's say from 4 months to 24 months, no doubt. Okay, I'm going to try this again. I'm going to try playing with him a little bit and just see how he does. And we'll keep Anna in the frame too. Hold on, I just want to get this camera set up decently. That should be okay. You're good. So what I did is I actually got two smaller ones, um, specifically for him, for Kirby, and two that are a little bigger for Emma. Kirby, Kirby, come here. Ooh, he bared his lips at her, so that's him saying that he thinks they're his. I'm gonna just wait. And I'm gonna let her see that this one's hers. Other than the dropping. There we go. You're okay. Just having a tough time holding it. Good boy. So I'm actually going to invite Anna to come back off screen here. Um, she may very well not want to play, but I'll keep playing with him. Let's go this way, Kirby. Yes. Good boy. And it's just started raining a bit too, so now my laptop's getting a little bit of nature's uh, cleaning. That's okay though. Come on, Kirby. Let's see what you got here. And that's the other problem when we got all these leaves. It's easy to lose these things in them. Hey, Johnny Silver, good to see you. So let's see. Anna, come here. I just want her off screen. Come on screen. You should try to actually catch it. Good boy. So you can tell that I've not dog sat him very much, especially recently, because he's not actually coming back with the ball. He's going out and chasing it a bit, but Good boy. Once I work with him for a bit, he'll start coming back with them. Because what I do is when he comes back with the ball, then I give him strong encouragement and give him a treat. And if he leaves it out there, then that's fine. I just don't give him a treat. But he obviously hasn't practiced this much recently. Okay, so that's what we got now. When I said I was going to bring her off screen earlier, I set her up with a towel. And now he's under here too because it's starting to rain just a little bit. So I might actually reconfigure and set them up in here for a couple minutes. See if I can do that. There we go. Kirby, come here. Kirby. Kirby. It's funny, he's acting a little bit strange. Come. Good boy. So it could very well be that he's just missing his family. Because like I said, I haven't seen him in about a year. So, you know, he's at a place that he's not used to being at all the time. Oh, that side's good. You're okay. So now, because he's got fear and aggression issues, this could actually cause a little bit of a problem where he gets possessive over the towel. So I need to show him that they're both good and they can share these. Good boy. Kirby over here. Yes. You're okay. You have to come over here. Yes. Down. Good boy. Anna. Down. Yes. Good girl. Okay, so that should set them up that they're okay. And to see that they're both getting a treat for being good and sharing that towel. It's very easy for him to get possessive. He's looking at me. He's like, hey, I like it when you give me rewards. Well, go lay down on your bed. He's like, I'm going to do whatever I can to make this live stream a challenge for you, JM. Oh, it's funny. What's that in your nose? Looks like he's got, over here, a couple little burrs. A couple little burrs on the side of his face there. That's okay. You're good, buddy. Kirby. Yes. Just wait. So it looks like the rain's almost stopped. It was just light rain before. Let's see what we got. Okay, so these things here are really cool. I'm going to try this with him in a few minutes. It's a check-it ball. um, the spring load thing. So hopefully I don't lose this ball, but we'll see. I'll try it in a minute. Actually, let's put this on camera and see. So just as a point of reference, I trust this little black dog, Anna. I trust her 100%. She's super well behaved and socialized. And I'm actually sort of using the opportunity to have her help him. You can tell by the white around her mouth there that she's definitely a senior citizen. Good girl. Mika. Come on, Mika. Okay. Just want to show you guys something. We started out with 3. There's the third one right there. She's like, well, I like being up on the deck, though. Well, the other 2 are down here. See ya, CCT. Sorry, I'm not really keeping up with the chat here, guys. Mika, come this way. She's like, nope, I'm staying up here. And that's, I think the main reason for that is there's still another dog up there. So I think she's wanting to check in on Minnie. That's what I think she's doing. Yeah, he's definitely lower energy than he was last year when he was here. Which is actually kind of nice because he was so high energy it was difficult. Part of it is about getting him to play with the stuff, but I think he's just not in a playful mood right now. For those of you that don't know, many dogs will actually celebrate after you take them for an adventure, and that's when they get really playful. Hey, Silver Wolverine, great to see you. Hope you're having a good weekend. I'm just chilling out with the dogs. This one is Kirby, and he's Havanese. And then over there, we've got a nice little black lab, and her name is Anna. So right now, he's got a great vantage point for if any squirrels come into this yard. And I'm actually surprised, other than I guess because I'm moving around so much, but if we were just perfectly silent and still, there's a good chance the squirrels would come out and he'd go blasting after them. Okay, I got that other dog's pawing at the screen up there, so I gotta go fix that. And I'll be right back. Just give me 30 seconds. In fact, let's see if these dogs follow me. I'd say there's a good chance they'll follow me. I'm just gonna let the other one in the house. Yeah, sure enough, they followed me. It's not a bad thing. Hold on a second, guys. Hold on 1 second. There we go. I'd actually love to bring you guys along on a dog walk with me, live stream. But for anyone that's ever had dogs and walks dogs, you'll know it's tough to walk a bunch of dogs together and record it. But I've got lots of videos, so. This camera here is actually just a cheap guy. Just hold on a second, I'll show it to you. Just give me a minute. So that's it there. So I believe that's a microphone, and so is that. And it's got this little cover for it. Super cheap. I think it was like 20 or 30 bucks. I don't have the box for it to tell you exactly the name of it, but it's pretty cheap. It's not bad. The one problem with it is you do get a bit of a fish-eyed view on it, I noticed, but it's not too bad. So when I went upstairs, up the deck to let the other one back in the house, when we came back down the stairs, he actually gave her a little bit of a snarl. So he's still not really on his best behavior, but he's doing okay. Yeah, I hear you, Mike. Have a good sleep. I know you got to work. I appreciate you stopping by. And I hear you on that Silver Wolverine. It is so difficult once you've bonded with them and they've bonded with you, um, and then you lose them. Just knowing that you'll probably have to go through that again is a huge barrier to getting another one. And that's a big part of the reason why I don't have a dog myself. You know, if I had my own dog, it would definitely chew up a lot more time, energy, and finances. And so just being in the pet services industry kind of gives me my fix. And actually, obviously, I get paid for it rather than having to pay into it. But this is nice now. The wind is really kind of mellowed out. I'd like to have this so I got both of them in the picture. So that's not bad. Should definitely be able to see all the leaves that have come down. And I took the leaf blower to this yesterday. You can see the extension cord I had back there hanging on the hose rack. And I blew all the leaves with the leaf blower out. I don't know, what is that, 20, maybe 20, 30 feet in some places. So most of what you see right in here is just dropped overnight today. You were eating poutine? Anti-adjack? I know, poutine, if it's done right, it can be so good. Well, you know what, buddy? I've got about 300 dog walk videos on my channel. That's the best I can do right now, but there's a good chance that I will be getting an assistant in the future and have them actually live stream while we go on dog walks. But um, it's too much for me to do while I'm walking the dogs. Um, Anyone that's a professional dog walker knows you've got to be hyper alert at all times, unless all the dogs that you're walking with are solid and well integrated. And even right now, you know, I'm taking a bit of a risk because um, there's always a chance that this guy here, Kirby, may take a cheap shot at Anna. Uh, but obviously, they're pretty calm and they know the drill with me, so I'd say the probability is pretty low. I hear you, Auntie. According to my analytics, the vast majority of my subscribers are American. So frequently I'll talk in feet or Fahrenheit, but I'm bilingual that way. I can give you the meters as well. But yeah, good catch. And I know approximately what 12 feet is because I used to carry drywall delivering building supplies. So I 12-foot sheet of drywall. It was tough to get through tight spaces in a house. Definitely got a good bearing on that. That is crazy, silver Wolverine. Um, and that's Labrador Retrievers that you have. Like, usually I'd expect at least 12 or 13 years out of them. And it wouldn't be unusual to get 15 years. I think so too, Silver Wolverine. And it may not just be that, but I've noticed a lot of dog owners um, are experiencing massively accelerating veterinary bills. The veterinarian's always got to do something. There's always, um, and it's expensive. So I've noticed a lot of dog owners, veterinarians are also telling them to go on veterinary exclusive kibbles. So you can only get them from the vet, and of course the vet gets a kickback on it. But yeah, definitely a lot more dogs getting cancer, getting tumors, and uh, lumps. Find it, they frequently they'll say, "Oh, it's just a fat deposit or whatever," but I don't remember that sort of thing being common 20 years ago, but it's very common now. Like most dogs are getting these lumps, even once they're like 6, 7 years old. And I think it has to do with it could be the diet, it could be the water, and it could be whatever you know the veterinarian's recommending as far as jobs. Yeah, Auntie, I slugged a lot of, delivered a lot of drywall in my late teens and early 20s, and I've done a fair amount of taping drywall. I wouldn't say I'm good at doing like actually installing the drywall, but taping it I'm pretty good. Good enough that any professional drywall taper would hire me as a worker and pay me decently. Kirby, are you a good boy? Yeah. He's like, yeah, of course I'm a good boy. What do I get? Yep, this black lab has several lumps. The other dog that used to be in her family had several lumps. I don't know. It's a combination of all those things, but it certainly didn't used to be like that. Good to see you, Burns. Thank you for your support. What was I going to do here? Oh. So this is what I was using to hold the camera when I had it in that view before. Love these things because they interlock. Very cool. Yeah, they're really making me work to get the good camera angles here. There we go. So the next thing that they're going to be looking forward to is their supper. So will be in about 40 minutes. This wind's picking up again. Oh, and a special shout out to Burns Del Rey and his sister Ms. D. Um, Ms. D was live streaming earlier today, and they put my links up to help people come over here and enjoy the show. If you haven't connected with Burns Del Rey and Ms. D, make sure that you do. You don't see anyone else chatting here? Definitely, I got approximately 10 people chatting here, Silver Wolverine. And it's only on YouTube. It's possible YouTube just didn't bring the chat up. You may have to refresh to see everybody else. Yeah, that's awesome how she's got her front legs crossed. So he's looking for squirrels. He's like, I want to chase a squirrel. Hey, Mr. Chubby Hubby, good to see you. And anyone in here that, if I missed giving you a wrench, I will. Anti-Atjack, what I do is first I get the leaf blower and I blow the leaves out away from the house. And then once it accumulates enough, I'll take my lawnmower, which has a mulching ability, and I mulch it all. And so I would say 90% of those leaves that drop into the yard here get mulched. Every once in a while I end up with large piles, and I'll rake them up and throw them over that fence. But yeah, 90% of it gets mulched. Hey, Bob Thompson, good to see you again. We still got the nice little dogs. Okay, yeah, Auntie's making a good point. Sometimes if you look at the top of, well, sometimes YouTube will put you in top chat rather than live chat. And if you're in top chat, you may not see everybody else. I think she sees something. Oh. When I used to dog sit this black lab when she was younger, she'd come flying down those stairs to chase a squirrel or a rabbit. There was a wild turkey in the backyard, and I got very low quality video of it, but I caught the video of her chasing the wild turkey and the turkey flying up into the tree up there. So I'm glad that in the title of this, I didn't put something to the effect of an hour of play, because these dogs, they're tired out enough that they didn't even feel like running around and playing. It could be that the lawn's a bit wet too because we got some rain. As you can see, it's kind of cloudy and overcast. Yeah, boy. Let's see if I can get him to come to the camera. Kirby, good boy. And I would have given her one too, but she just laid down, and she's pretty much deaf, so I don't think she even realized that he just got one. And I've actually got quite a few videos of her on my channel because I used to walk her on a regular basis and dog sit her on a regular basis. Not so much anymore, but still from time to time. And back when I was walking her and dog sitting her a lot, I didn't have the YouTube channel going, so I didn't really get a lot of videos. I got more pictures. I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to get this banner scrolling. There we go. So there's no doubt in my mind now that the next thing on their mind is their supper and their evening adventure. So I'm going to end up feeding them and then taking them out for probably another hour. And when I'm dog sitting, like that is something that as long as the weather permits, I always take them out for a walk because it helps them to be calm and relaxed. And for those of you that don't know, most dogs don't want to do their business in their own yard. They want to do it in someone else's yard. It may sound funny, but it's true. And I've found a lot of dogs, especially as they get older, uh, the further away from their yard, the better. The little black and white dog that you've seen in some of my videos and live streams actually refuses to do her number two business in the yard. And she'll hold on to it. She'll hold on to it until you actually take her out for good adventure. Hey, iReview, it's good to see you. We're just hanging out with the dogs. Oh, and I guess, yeah, you would have figured out the black lab here is female and Kirby's a male. Oh, yeah, hey, Burns. Feel free to post your link for your upcoming. I think Burns has a couple premieres and live streams. And Burns and Ms. D give me a lot of support, so I definitely like supporting them as well. And this is one of the most adorable things I've ever seen. So for those of you that don't catch body language with dogs, this one here is facing me with her back to the yard, which says she's in no way on alert. She's resting. And this other guy is facing the yard, and he's in a more alert position. So the effect of that is that he's keeping an eye open while she rests. I could be wrong on that, but that's how I read it. And it's obviously subject to change at any moment. Oh, he sees a squirrel out there. And I'm surprised that she hasn't picked up on his posture. So now this black lab is very mature, and she's not going to go running it after it unless she thinks she's got a chance to get it. And I think she also realizes that he's a little bit unbalanced, and so she doesn't want to get caught up in it. And I'm not going to interject with him unless he keeps going on for, let's say, over a minute. Watch this. Watch. Okay, so she just got a treat, and he saw that she got a treat for staying here. And so that's one of the ways that I teach dogs, especially when there's more than one. When there's questionable behavior going on, and not that that was bad what he did, but just if I'd prefer for him not to go chasing them, then I reward the one that's doing what I want. And it's very, very rare that you'll ever see me scold a dog. Unless they're absolutely way, way, way off the charts, I won't scold a dog. I prefer to just use positive training methods, which is rewarding them for good behavior and looking for that good behavior. Oh, look, we got the sun's coming out. Could be, Auntie. Aw, Burns. All by Burns' self. Doesn't want to be doing his laundry all by himself. Yeah, guys, anyone that hasn't linked up with Burns Del Rey, definitely do. He's got a really good music show called Serenade with Burns. And he and sometimes guest panelists will come up and serenade the audience. It's a nice, calming, relaxing way to finish off your day. So he's eating a bit of grass now, which could mean that he has a bit of a tummy upset, but I think it's more that he's just got a little bit of anxiety because, like I said before, he's used to being the only dog in his house, and he's used to getting his way. And the other dogs here have kind of thrown a monkey wrench in his standard operating process. Well, that's cool. I'm glad that we caught a little clip of him chasing that squirrel. I might turn that into a shorts video. Kirby, you are not a grazing. Look, he's pulling it actually right out of the ground. Chopping it. I'm going to just stop him from doing that. It actually doesn't look like grass. It looks like a different type of weed. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. He came back quite nicely without me having to say or do anything. He knew that me just approaching him meant that I didn't want him to do that anymore. Well, I just lost Anna, just went up the stairs. Well, there goes my show, guys. They just went upstairs. So I would say that means there's a chance that someone has rang the doorbell. No, it's actually I can hear Minnie's barking in there. So, hey, Steve Harloha, good to see you. They'll come back down in a minute. So that's the thing with dogs, you can plan stuff, but you just never know what's going to happen. Let's see. Sorry, guys, it's tough to get the camera angle. They're at the door. They're like, hey, there's Kirby, come here. Okay, well, that's fine. I was planning on just having this go for about an hour anyway, which I think we've pretty much done. I don't know, something's happening inside there. Oh, there we go. That's a good angle. Oh, that's better. Maybe not. We'll bring it back. Okay, so I'm going to catch up on the chat here now. See what we've got. Thanks again for stopping by, Steve. Anyone that hasn't checked out Steve Harloha's channel, that's definitely another awesome channel I'm just going to say for entertainment. Many different forms, mainly music, but definitely check out Steve Harloha. What do we get here? Do we get heavy snow? Yes, we do, Burns. And in fact, I've made snow forts in the backyard here before. Yeah, we got a ton of snow. If you check out my winter dog walk playlist, you'll get an idea. Nope, there's no wife. There's no wife. But I do have other people that don't really want to be on camera at this point. Some of them have appeared in some of my videos, but you'd really have to scour through them because I'd say 95% of the content on my channel is just me. But yeah, if you scoured through it, you'd see, you'd find 4 or 5 of my friends and family in a couple of them. And so that's what I've got here. I wouldn't, if it was just me, I wouldn't live stream quite in this format. I didn't see that silver wolverine, but I know there's a lot of bad stuff going on. But no, thanks for letting me know. I didn't know about that. Yeah, the world's becoming a scary place, and a lot of the mainstream media doesn't help out. And you know what, Silver Wolverine? Um, I didn't see you post your link, but if you want to post yours or Nick's coins, feel free. Anyone in here that's got a wrench is welcome to post their own or their friends' links. Okay, so I'm just relaxing here now. I got word that all the dogs were brought in. It's not quite their supper time yet, so I'm a little surprised, but um, that's okay. Actually, I want to try something. No, that won't. That won't. Here, read that down again. So what I'll do now, because the dogs were let in, is I'm just going to post the StreamYard link. That concludes the dog sitting live stream. But I'm going to keep going for another 15 minutes or so. If anyone wants to come up and share anything, they're more than welcome. Let me just post this thing. And actually, I should move the camera a little bit closer again, just because that's where my microphone is too. Get this straightened out. See if that squirrel comes back down. Oh, I didn't post it. There it is. Yep. So if anyone wants to come up, you don't have to have your camera on either, eh? Like you can have your camera off, but the audio still comes through just fine. If you wanted to share anything, feel free. And I guess I didn't mention it, but we do get coyotes out beyond the fence line, especially in the winter. We'll see them out there prowling around. and I've only ever got video of one once, and it was on my cell phone, so it wasn't really good quality, but you can still clearly make it out. Yeah, Hoot, thanks for posting links there. It's very difficult for me to do that while I'm live streaming. But yeah, Hoot Owl Holler definitely knows a lot of my friends on YouTube. And so, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, right now here it's about 15 degrees. So that's why I'm wearing a sweater. Let's see if I can find another one. Here's a good one. Check out the red coming through on that one. And tons of them. And for anyone that didn't see my video where I bartered silver in part for maple syrup, I bought 2 gallons of it from the Amish, also known as Mennonites. And I gave 1 gallon away, and the other gallon's already gone. So I got to get more. Mm-hmm. There goes that squirrel again. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Like, I could spend some time. Check out this contrast. That's definitely one of the bigger leaves that I see right around here. It's a little bit wet though from the rain. Well, I'll tell you what. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to go get the dogs again, or number 2 if you just want to hang out without the dogs. Nope, I've never topped the maple trees here. My brother's topped some of the maple trees at his place. Thing is, it takes so much maple sap to come out with maple syrup after you boil it down that you really need to have quite a few of them. and it's a fair amount of work too. Okay, so we'll keep this going another 15 minutes. I'll leave the dogs in the house. They had a good run out here. It's getting colder, so they're probably just as happy to go back inside and chill out there. Yeah, they were tired. They're chilling out, but um, all the dogs here in this live stream and I'm with right now are well beyond their puppy age. Kirby's the youngest, and I think he's around 6 or 7 years old. Um, right now, there are a few puppies that I'm working with. The one is Bo, and I got a few videos of him with Theo and Bo. Oh yes, Burns. Winnipeg is very cold in the winter. It can be nice in the summer, but man, if you go there in the winter, make sure you either bring really warm clothes with you or plan on buying some there, or have someone that can lend you some. Some people they joke and laughingly call Winnipeg winter peg. Yeah, I think most of us are past puppy stage, but a good friend of mine says you're as old as you feel. Oh, we got some nice sunshine out there. Let's get a little shot while the sun's shining. It won't be long. I'd say maybe sometime in the next week or so where we're going to have days when it literally looks like it's raining leaves. And I'll try to get a video or do a live stream while it's doing that. You can literally see the leaves starting to pile up on the ground. Thanks, Hoot. It's not ideal. I definitely am looking to move on because this is still in the city. I don't like being in the city. If you look through the trees there, you should be able to see there's pretty steady traffic going by. And it actually causes a fair amount of road noise. I would definitely prefer to be out on, for me, ideally, would be like a 10-acre farm. That's that's my goal. But yeah, I hear you. This, for me anyway, definitely beats living in a high-rise apartment or a condo or something like that. Neil, I know you're such a good guy. If you were one of my neighbors, you'd probably rake the yard for me. And like I was mentioning earlier, I actually take a leaf blower and cleared out by the house yesterday. It's a little tough to tell now, but as these leaves start dropping, it's going to be a daily thing. And mulching the leaves too will become a regular thing. Yeah, the leaf blower works pretty good. With it is once you got a big pile of them, um, it becomes less and less effective. especially as you go down through the pile, because they hold the moisture. Yeah, it's kind of self-defeating though. Like the deck, the deck up there, we're having to take the leaf blower to that 2-3 times a day already, and we'll get. If we didn't take the leaf blower to that deck, right now there'd probably be 2 feet of leaves, at least a foot of leaves on there. And once these leaves really start dropping, it'll accumulate up to like 2 feet of leaves on there. Yeah, it's a big difference, Burns. And like, I've lived in Canada most of my life, so Fahrenheit, I like it anywhere from like 20 or 30 degrees up to 75 or 80. And once it's more than 80 degrees Fahrenheit, um, that's too hot for my liking. I like going for the air conditioning. Yeah. Tons of oak trees around here too. We got a little bit of blue sky. Yeah, Neil, as far as saying nothing, we had the dogs out for the first hour of the live stream, and they've gone back in the house now. They're like, yeah, we had enough of JM exploiting us on his live stream. It's time to go back inside. And I didn't pin that link, did I? I did not pin. Just hold on a second. I just lost my ability to go back into the YouTube side. How did that happen? I was going to pin that link. I'm going to drop the link one more time. I'm shutting this down in approximately 5 minutes. But if anyone wants to come up, say hi, or promote anything that they've got going on, now's your chance. Just going to post it right here. Yeah, StreamYard's glitching out a bit here. Yeah, you know, I know you walk around in your shorts and no shirt on, and that's good for that. But I don't know. I'm still good in shorts and a t-shirt right down to about 50 degrees. In fact, if it were 10 degrees warmer right now, I'd be in a short sleeve shirt. Yeah, it is pretty calm. Frequently, our neighbors over there, who have a basketball court in their backyard, they're playing basketball. So it's funny. Sometimes in the summer, for hours on end, you just hear the basketball thumping, thump, 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 thump. The wind is picking up again. Yeah, I don't know. Like, closest I've been to the equator was Costa Rica, And man, if you're down by the beaches in Costa Rica, that gets hot. Where I was, we were up in the mountains more, and so that actually wasn't too bad. Yeah, you should be able to see that traffic just keeps streaming by. I'm with you there, Mr. Chubby Hubby. In fact, right now, even having a campfire going would be nice, just to warm up a bit. It's actually getting quite cold here already. Yeah, I like the idea of having partially wooded with a nice lake, river, or good healthy stream nearby. But yeah, for that 10 acres, I definitely like at least a couple acres of it to be nicely wooded. And but even more importantly, good for growing. You know, like for a garden. I see a squirrel out there, so you never know. Sometimes these squirrels actually come up pretty close. Right on. Sunshine knows. You can just barely see that squirrel hopping around. It's blending into the leaves pretty nice. He's up by that stump now. I was in at the pet store yesterday. I almost bought a massive bag of peanuts because not only the squirrels but the blue jays really like them. So that squirrel's going for some water now. Some water set up out there for them. Okay, guys, I thank everybody for coming out. It's been fun. It wasn't really super exciting. You know, I went and bought those squeak balls for the dogs, many of which are still set up over there on that towel. But they weren't really in a playful mood. They were just in a very calm mood. And I tried to get them going a little bit, but truth is, if they want to be just calm and relaxed, I'm fine with that. A big part of having toys and playing with the dogs is to help them vent their energy. And if their energy is already vented, then it's actually not necessary. So I didn't want to overdo it or push them too much. So thanks again, everybody, for stopping by. I'm going to shut her down now. Really appreciate it, and I'll keep the chat going for a few minutes if you guys want to post any links for any upcoming events that you have, and we'll connect soon. Have a great weekend, everybody. trees. So I stopped that thing because I thought you'd get a good visual of it, but as soon as I turned the camera back on, they stopped. So I guess that's it, guys. We'll see you soon. Take care. I hear people say that silver is crashing.